Welcome to another series of Wide Open Throttle. That's right, we're back here in Archerfield, sticking cameras in mechanics' faces, getting lenses filthy on the dyno and revving up a storm at High Performance Workshop Elite Automotive. It's a new year and new faces will grace our screens, new cars will roll our way, and the automotive gods will look down and bless us with some excellent gains along the way. Let's go meet the team. Meet Paul, owner of Elite and chief ballbuster. When it's a big job, he's the man in the know to deliver every time. If you've ever been to the Elite workshops, then chances are you've met this bloke, Steve, office manager, a man partial to a Turbo 6 and a top shelf mechanic. We can't show you his face because he's currently off serving our country. Nah, just kidding. Here he is hard at work. If you're in need of a part rarer than hen's teeth, chances are Steve knows where to get it in 10 seconds flat. Another familiar face is our very own boy from Bellow, Keegan. The force is strong in this one as Keegan takes charge of the workshop. No amount of steel in his hand or bloodied knuckles will stop him from getting it done, and all with a big grin and a whole lot of laughs. A fresh face to the Elite family is young Wayne. A third-year apprentice, Wayne works all day, drives home and keeps on working. Passionate about anything with a throttle, he'll fit right in with the rest of us. Also, fresh out of kindy is this fella, Dalton, a second-year apprentice and with a last name that no one can pronounce. Everybody comes to Dalton for advice on cars, women, and how to make your first million. This bloke truly does know everything. And this is Joe, the AM driving force of the workshop. Of a 9:30 AM, Monday through Friday, this magical human being powers the universe until lunchtime with caffeine and mans the office when the boys are out running amok. Now you've met the team, they don't need to wear name tags and you have no excuse for not remembering their names. Let's get stuck in. Tonight, Keegan completes a header and cat upgrade and takes us through the ins and outs of custom control arms on this SS VE Ute.
Alright, here we've got a VE Ute. It's been here before for a catback exhaust, OTR and a tune. Customer wants a little bit more grunt, so we're going to replace the factory exhaust manifold and catalytic converter, which is this here. Right, so you can see that's very tight turns, restricted type area. This has got the pacemaker headers, which utilise a lot more flow. So, and that's going to have a high flow catalytic converter on there. This will make more power, giving the car obviously more power on a dyno. So we're going to fit those, put it on a dyno and go from there.
You know the drill. Keegan gets to work stripping out the old cats. Low flow and nowhere near as smicko as these new beauties. New cats in and it's onto the headers. We'll even be kind and give Keegs a montage. It's Friday afternoon in the workshop after all. The custom adjustable camber and tow arms have arrived, and Steve, the photogenic beast he is, gives us his best side. One final wipe down to remove fingerprints and oils from the new cats and headers, and it's time to get stuck into the easy part, or so Keegan thought. Parts manufacturers take extra care when shipping these parts, and the boys just love it. They have 37,000 sheets of bubble wrap and plastic bags to gingerly cut through. One big mofo box might just be a set of replacement bolts, but you'd never know by looking at it. Success! 1 down, 3 more to go.
got a VESS ute here. Customers booked it in a couple of weeks ago. We had a complaint of a knock in the rear suspension. Now the knock's coming from a rose joint. It's an aftermarket tow arm in behind the wheel here. So we're going to start by ripping the wheel off and getting cracking, pull the part off, make sure it is at fault. Customers supplied me with some aftermarket ones, and I'm not too sure if they're the same brand or they've been rectified to fix this problem with the rose joint. They run a rubber insulated bush now, so hopefully that eliminates all further problems down the track. All right, we'll just get into it.
Ever have one of those days where that task at hand seemed like a straightforward one? Keegan's about to have one of those days.
That's going to be an arsehole to get in.
And of course, no workshop is complete without some good old-fashioned innuendo.
Woo! Grease lightning, eh? Bit of lubrication, stop them from squeaking. They do develop a squeak if you fit them dry. So always, a bit of lube never hurt no one. Hey mate.
Lube is good when it comes to mechanical stuff because it helps lubricate the shit.
But the laughter gives way to frustration soon thereafter.
You can just put it in and bolt it up.
Yeah, it's not going to make any difference, man. It's going to make no difference. I don't know, you just bang your head against the wall. If it was different one side than the other, I'd understand, but it's got making no difference. You agree?
Kind of. Just because of the bush, it's not a rose joint and it doesn't have any pivot anymore. It's a straight through bush. So it's taken all the flex out of it you need, and because it's so close to the fuel tank.
How's that?
Got it.
There you go. All done.
Done. Bit of mission, but we got it done.
And the fuel tank, lucky the fuel tank's flexible. It's because it's a plastic tank, and just a little bit of levering on it allowed us to do it. And they say the boss never gets his hands dirty. Well, that's not entirely correct. His boss is always out here giving him a hand.
Oh, bloke. Oh, fuck, I didn't see him in the background.
Back to work. Keegan now needs to fit the lower control arms on both sides.
Trying to get the adjustment right. Okay. Right, so here, this is a lower control arm that we're replacing. As you can see, this part here is designed so you can get the extra movement out of it. This is a non-adjustable standard item. Sorry, I was holding it the wrong way. Yep, so as you can see, very similar. This one's got the adjustment, insulated rubber design there for comfort. And yeah, pretty much same sort of part, just adjustable. This gives you that extra adjustment when you lower the vehicle or you're doing track setup, so very handy. Right, this is the other part that we replace. This is to get our toe right during the wheel alignment. Goes up here, pulls the wheel sort of in and out. Whether you wind this backwards and forwards, will either increase the distance, so either point there for toe out or bring it in for toe in. So that's one of the arms that we replaced. We did replace this arm because this is aftermarket part being fitted obviously, but it had play in here and it was creating a knocking sound. So customers gone and supplied another set of these, but I don't know if they're the same brand or been remanufactured, but they run a similar design of bush up here like that for the comfort and to stop the knock created. So very similar, but yeah, hopefully it should quieten down the knocks and solve the problem. The way you're not fighting yourself when you're going in. Somewhat like that. Right. Sort of get it in there, line it up.
By now, this day is all work and no more play. And it's Friday. And I think by now, everyone's had enough.
Whoa. Warm. Fucking killing me. I didn't think it was this hard. It didn't look that hard. It was. That's the thing. That's what shits me. Shiny wheels, bro. Shiny wheels.
Control arms in, just chuck the wheels back on, almost time for a beer. Hallelujah.
Yeah, you don't want to scratch these ones. Customers don't like that. Shiny is good. All right, so here you can see, just finished wrapping up the job. We've got ourselves a Petter's coilover under here. It's adjustable suspension. We didn't fit this, but we have fitted these arms up here. So now we're going to take it over to the wheel aligner on the 4-poster, finish the wheel alignment, take it for a road test, make sure she's A-OK.